Hi traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Forex report. Today is Sunday, September 17th. Going to look at the US dollar, euro, pound, CAD, and yen. So let's start. All right, looking at the 4-hour chart of the US dollar index. I thought they were in a position right here to start correcting last week, but they're still in this fifth wave. And so we'd be going up in a diagonal format, so just a bunch of three-wave moves. That's 1, 2. Here's a three-wave move for 3, three-wave move for 4, and that's why I thought, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little correction and then up, and I thought that could have been 5, and they started to roll over, but then they pushed back up. So I think this is just the A wave. This is the B wave, and now they're in the C wave, and I don't see the C wave being done. It looks like they just have to break it one more time to get 5 waves for this C wave. And then that'll be this fifth wave. And then this whole move, it'll need one of two things. Correction and one more up, which is what I think will happen. Well, either way, I mean, it's going to correct and go up. Some people will think that the correction probably might be a little bit deeper, and then we're eventually going to bust out. But I think, as I stated in my last video, I think this is going to be a WXY, and we need 3 waves for an X wave, and then still one more down for a Z wave before they reverse and go and take out that high. So for this week, I'd only be looking for a sell setup, but I'd only be playing it for a short-term trade. So somewhere, I think this 105.43, I think that's going to get broken one more time, and then you're going to get, a bigger correction, at least something like this one right here, at least, and it could extend farther down, but. So I'd only be playing for a short-term correction because, like I said, there'll definitely be one more up, and then at that point, then the reversal will happen. But that's not going to happen for a while. But I think you just have to wait. So when we look at all the other currency pairs, I'd only be buying like the euro, the pound, and stuff. So if we look, I think this fifth wave is ending, and then there's going to be a correction happening pretty much all next week. So if we look at the euro, I got something very similar where I see this as an AB, and now they're doing a 5-wave move down for this C wave, and I don't see that the C wave is in yet. So I see 3, 4, and now we're in 5. And actually, if I look, it looks to me like this is 1, and that's 2, and then you got they're doing little nesting. Like here's a 1, 2, and then here's a 1, 2. So they completed some of these, but I think this initial 1, 2, I think this is either 3 or it might be coming down for 3. You get a 4 and a 5. So I think it's just gonna be kind of choppy and messy down here, but I definitely see them having to come and break that 106.3 one more time, and then that'll complete that fifth wave. So just like on the dollar, I think the dollar goes up a little. I think the euro needs to come down a little, but after that 106.3 breaks, I'd definitely be looking for a buy setup. Because it's either this is all the correction, A, B, C, and then we go all the way up, or they could, and I think this is what will happen. I think this A, B, C, that'll just be A. And then they're going to come up, give you a pretty decent B wave before they come back down one more time and break wherever that low ends. And then that whole thing will be the end, and then they'll go back up. So So for this week, I'd only be looking to buy, but underneath 106.3, somewhere under there. Looking for, and again, it'd be a short-term trade, but it should be pretty sizable that you can make some money. But I think it will reverse, so it would not hold on. That's my thought. All right, pound, pretty much the same thing. This one, I do see it coming down in a diagonal format. So 1, 2, 3, that was 1, then we got 2, 3, 4, and 5, and same thing. I don't see that this fifth wave, I don't think it's quite done yet. I think there's just a little bit more down. But if that's an impulse, leading diagonal, then that means that you need to have a correction followed by one more, and that would match up with what I think will happen on the euro too. So I think this will all be just the A wave. You get a B wave, and the B wave, could come all the way up really deep, or just I think it'll probably just shallow. But again, I'd only be looking for a buy setup down a little bit lower. But in the 3-wave correction and then down once more. Okay, CAD. All right, so CAD, came down real aggressively, so now they're in a correction. And I don't think that this correction is done. I mean, there are 3 ways, 1, 2, 3, but given how big this was, that's just a really, really small correction. And I do see a little baby 3-wave here move down to there. So I think that was A, and it came down for B. And I think now they're in the process of going back up. So there's 1, and they're in the process of creating a 2, and then they'll come up for a 3, 4, and a 5. So in the dollar CAD, I actually only be looking for buy setups to come and break this high one more time. But after that, then I do think that there is going to be one more down. So short term, looking for just a buy setup to break that top, give you a 5-wave move. All right, and the yen. So the yen just keeps pushing up, and I don't see it being done. So in my last video, I said I think this could be ABC, and it's definitely looking like that is all the correction. I thought they would be coming down one more, but when I really zoom out, let's go out to a daily. Actually, let's go out to a weekly. It could be that they're making an impulse here. So we've got this 1, 2, and then that was 3. And then that ABC move, that could be 4, and now they're going to go up impulsively to break that. And then this whole thing will be a nice 5-wave move, which would be really nice, because then once they do break that top, that there's going to be probably a big correction coming after that 5-wave move. So what I'm looking for, let me get rid of this line. So assuming that they're going to go and break that top, which it looks like, then this is 1, and that's 2. And now I think they're in the 3rd wave. So this is 1, 2, and then you got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 3. So now you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I think they're in the 5th wave, but it looks to me, got to really drill in here, that they're just doing, like, here's a 3-wave move. And then 1, they didn't break the top, came close, 2, and then came down for 3. So that looks to me like they're doing an ending diagonal. So that'd be 1, this is 2, and now here's 1, 2, and I don't think this 3rd wave is in. I think they'll push up one more time, give you, so that's 1, 2, This will be 3, then they're going to go down for 4, and then still up one more time for 5 to complete that 5th wave of the 3rd wave. Gets really nesting in here, but so then I think when this does end, you have 1, 2. I just can't grab that. And then, you know, we'll finish up higher, you know, I don't know, 148-ish or so, somewhere there. That'll be 3, and then you're going to get a pullback, a bigger pullback than any of these for 4, and then they're still going to go up for 5 to break that high. So I do see upside for the dollar yen, but like I said, I think this is 1 and that's 2, and 3 is going to be ending. So I'd wait for the 4 to play out to go for the up for the 5th. But I think that the actual safer play would be, you know, this is all going to be 3. You could let that bigger correction happen, and you could be buying, you know, probably underneath like 145.95, buying under here, you know, because that'll be 4, and then you can ride that all the way up to break the top, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move. So there is up, but I think it's going to be limited, so you got to be careful on that one. I'd probably just wait for this bigger correction to happen, because then you know that's the 4th wave in play. All right, that's what I see on the Forex pairs. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes and support. See you in the next video.